left for our trip to go pick up the new project truck. It's going to be for my son, and I'm taking you guys along with me. Got my son over here in the truck with me. He's going to help me out with some filming and stuff, and we're going to see how it goes. I've been on the road for probably about 10-15 miles. Checked the truck out this morning. Everything seems good, so we're ready to go. The odometer sitting at 62,467. I've got 2 full tanks of fuel and an extra 6 gallons in the bed just in case. So see how far we can make it, see how the truck goes. I'll keep you guys updated as we go. Alright, well, we just got done with our first stop. Got to use the bathroom, get the boys some food, and we went 250 miles, used about 28 gallons of fuel. So with all the hills and the cold air and all that, we're only getting a little over 8.5 miles to the gallon, but ain't bad. I'm not complaining. This old girl's running like she ain't never ran before, and we're doing good. The fuel transfer deal I put in, working flawlessly. About 140 miles, I flipped the switch on and watched until my gas gauge went back to full. It took about 15 miles, which is fine. So everything's going good. Checked the oil, didn't use a drop. Coolant's good, didn't use any power steering fluid. I guess I got a bunch of that stuff sorted out, so I'm real happy about that too. But we're back on the road now, chugging along, and we've got about 460 more miles to go. So I'll update you guys when we stop again. Okay, we made it another 250-ish miles, and our fuel mileage went down, but it's cold as can be, and it's fighting a lot of wind. This thing's been all over the place. I've been wrestling it. I'm getting tired. We're about 500 miles in. We've got roughly 200 to go, and had to make a few repairs to the truck. This window seal was gone, and it never matters down south, but it matters up here. So I got some tape, taped it off so the cold air is not blowing in. We still haven't really used any oil. We're doing good there. Coolant's good, power steering fluid's great, and the truck is still running phenomenal. We're still running 60-65, and it just started snowing. And if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, and you know me, cold and snow are not in my vocabulary. So it's getting a little rough. I'm tired of freezing. We just picked up some food at the Love's here. We're gonna pull over to the side somewhere out of the way of the pump and eat, and then carry on. Well, it's obvious I'm in a hotel room now, so we made it. Took about 14 hours. We took a little break at the last gas stop, kind of sit there and relax and eat for a little bit. And we encountered 2 of my least favorite things, which are snow and cold. It is way too cold for me here. And it's snowing, and I'm getting salt all over my dually, which I'm not very happy about, but things happen, we gotta do it. So I'm gonna grab a shower, a couple hours of sleep. I'll get up in the morning and start all over again. All right, well, I'm being a terrible YouTuber right now. I planned on filming, dropping that cab off, going and loading the truck up, and I didn't. I got out of the hotel, fired the truck up. It was cold. Ran over to my buddy's shop, dumped that cab off, ran over to my parents' house, loaded this truck up, and drove back to the truck stop. So sorry about that. I know I said I'd film it, but I didn't. So we're at the truck stop fueling up here in Waukegan, Illinois, and I gotta go switch over tanks. I'll take you guys out here. It's really windy, so it's probably not gonna be able to hear anything I say, but I'll take you guys out, show you the truck, and then I'll tell you a little bit of a backstory on it once I get back in and get going. So sorry if there's wind, but this is the truck we picked up. It's a 1980 C10. If you've been with the channel for a long time, you've seen it before. It's probably in the background, or I might have showed it, but clean truck. The cap that's on old Pennywise now was on this truck, and the bed was full of the motor and transmission and all the stuff out of that truck, and I didn't want all that weight on the back of the trailer, so we transferred it all into the bed of Pennywise. I put the cap on, so it might help with aerodynamics a little bit. I doubt it, but we're hopeful. And so I'm gonna go ahead and finish freezing while I put this gas in, and then I will catch up with you guys and give you a little backstory on this truck and why I drove all the way up here in the frozen tundra to get it. All right, so we're going about 100 miles. I wanted to get through the city of Chicago before I was trying to record myself while I was driving. But we're through Chicago on 57 headed south. Running along good, but I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about this truck and why I took this time and money to go pick it up versus just getting another truck down by me somewhere. So this truck, like I said, it's an 80 C10. It was originally a 5.7 diesel truck. It had the Oldsmobile 5.7 liter diesel in it, and about 5-6 years ago I went and bought this truck for my nephew, and it was his first vehicle. So I bought it. 5.7 diesel was locked up. I got it freed up, got it running, and took it to C10s in the park over in Texas that year, and drove it to 80 miles there and made it about 45 miles on the way back, and that 5.7 diesel let all the smoke out. So I pulled that out, and me and my dad built a pretty hot little 305. Had headers, good intake, big carburetor, big cam, ran great. So we did all that, and my nephew got it, his first truck, and he drove it for probably about 6-8 months, and all his buddies kind of picked on him about his little mouse motor because he had a 305 and blah blah blah. So he decided he was gonna LS swap it. He didn't really know what he was doing. He pulled the 305 out. I got it back, and it's long gone now, but I got it back. I was going to use it in another project I was doing, and then he went and got a junkyard LS motor, set it in there, got turbos for it, all that other stuff, and never got it put in. So he moved down to Texas with me, and I did some trading and got a well-built 454. So we put that together, put it in the truck. He drove that around for a little while, and it spun a rod bearing. Then he decided to move back up to Illinois by my parents, and took the truck back up there with him. Pulled the big block out of it, saw that the crank was damaged, didn't have the funds or nothing to fix it, and he didn't have another motor to put in it, so it's just been sitting there. And I told him when we first built the truck, I went through that truck bumper to bumper, top to bottom, all brand new brakes, all brand new suspension, cleaned the interior up really good, just made it a good, dependable, reliable truck, and made it look halfway decent. And I've got some pictures from when I did it. I'll go ahead and post them here on the video so you can see them. And I told him when I built it for him that if he ever decided to get rid of it, I had first dibs on it, because that's pretty much the only vehicle project that me and my dad have ever done, basically start to finish together. So it's got some meaning to me. And when I got the truck, it only had 13,000 miles on it. It's a 80 model. Some old farmer owned it, and all he did with it was use it to run to the feed store back and forth. And he passed away, and the guy that I got it from bought it at an estate sale, realized it had the diesel motor in it, didn't want to mess with it, parked it in his backyard, and it sat there for like 20 some years before I bought it. So low mileage truck, really clean Texas truck, and so it's a good truck. It's the only project me and my dad have ever done, like start to finish together, and so it's just got some sentimental value to me. My nephew bought a fuel efficient car because he's got a pretty good drive to work, and the truck was just sitting there, and he called me up and said, "Hey, Unc, if you still, you know, want that truck, it's yours," or, you know, we worked out a deal, or he was going to sell it. And I said, "No, don't sell it. I want it. I'll be up there to get it when I can get up there to get it." Well, this wasn't the opportune time to go get it, but I had some time, I had some cash in my pocket, so we loaded up and went up there. And my oldest son turns 16 next month. He's already got his driver's permit, and he's already passed his driver's ed class, so as soon as he turns 16, he can go get his license. So by building that 307 that I'm building on the channel, I'm basically putting the truck back together to what it was when I put it together for my nephew, and it's going to be my son's first truck. So keeping it in the family, a really nice truck, I like it. If my son ever decides he wants a different vehicle and moves on to something else, I'll take it back from him and give it to another kid, or drive it myself, or whatever. But I just really got a spot in my heart for this truck, and I'm not going to let it out of my family. So that's the story behind it. That's the reason I'm driving 1,500 miles to get it, and it'll definitely be on the channel. I'm going to go through it, check everything out, make sure everything's still good, and I'm going to slap that 307 together. When I built it for my nephew, I left the turbo 350 in there that was behind the diesel, but the burnout truck has the 700R4 in it. So I'm going to pull the 700R4 out of the burnout truck, put it in this truck, so it's a little bit better on fuel and drives a little better. And then I'm going to take the turbo 350 that was in this truck and put it in the burnout truck, probably beef it up a little bit. So the 700R4 wouldn't be that good for burnouts. The 350 will do better. So I'm going to start out with that, and if I blow it up, then we'll probably move up to a 400. But so that's the plan. Driving along, singing our song, and gonna make it back to Alabama and go on with it. So I'll keep you guys updated as we go, let you know how the trip's going. If I get somewhere that's a little bit warmer and not as windy, I'll walk you around it a little bit more, show it to you better, and show you all the parts that I got that came with it. So I'm going to keep driving. Got about hopefully you guys can see me. I haven't been filming much. We've been cannonballing down the road. I'm tired. Just want to get home. We're at another Love's truck stop. We just filled up with fuel for the last time. Shouldn't have to stop again. We're about 2 hours out, and trip's been going good. My gas mileage got really bad fighting wind, bad weather. Couldn't hardly keep it on the road, and got through that, got off on a different road, and gas mileage improved a lot, so that helped out. And me and my boy were sitting here talking about truck names for the truck and kind of going back and forth, and we decided on Ron Jeremy. So that's the name for this truck we picked up. The reasoning behind that is because it's kind of old, it's kind of beat up, and I'm putting a good size cam in it, so it's going to be hitting with a big stick. So Ron Jeremy's the new truck. I was going to walk around and show you guys a little bit more of the truck, but it's too dang cold, so and it's dark out, so maybe in the morning before I edit this video I'll walk around it and show it. But I'm gonna get back on the road, let the cool air come through the window and smack me in the face so I can stay awake, and we're gonna try to get home tonight. Man, I love this truck. I ran her hard the last 140 miles. She did great. We backed in the driveway with her tongue hanging out. I'm letting her sit down and take a cool down lap for a minute. I'm gonna shut her off and grab my stuff, and I'm going in the house. So I'll come back out in the morning, give you guys a little tour of the new truck, and we'll go from there. All right, so it's the next morning. I tried to sleep in and get caught up on a little rest, but I didn't go very well. I got kids and dogs and everything else, so we're up, we're going. It's a lot warmer here, much happier. So got the trucks here in the driveway. I'm really digging this camper shell being on Old Pennywise. I've always kind of been a camper shell person, and it's nice to have. I don't have a gooseneck trailer at the moment, so I don't need it open for the hauling the gooseneck. So I think I'm just going to leave it on there for a while, and then if I do need to haul a gooseneck or something, I can just take it off. But I got a whole bunch of parts with Ron Jeremy. So the block and heads, there's a complete 454 in there, and that was the big motor that I told you about that was in Ron Jeremy before. All the parts for it. I got an all aluminum 6.2 LS, rectangle port heads for that, truck intake, Demon carburetor, headers to put an LS in a square body, big block headers for a square body. The transmission I was telling you guys about, that tub up there's full of parts. So a lot of cool stuff. I've been mentioning to you guys that I was acquiring a big block that I was going to put in my drag truck instead of the inline 6. That's the big block. So it spun a bearing, a rod bearing. The mains were still fine. I got a new crank for it already, so we're just going to swap the crank out. Didn't hurt the rod side at all, so we're going to throw it back together and with a lot of different stuff and make it a lot better. But on to Ron Jeremy here. Like I said, it's an 80 round eye because it's custom deluxe. So it's got the 1 year only square grill in it, painted bumper, and awesome patina. When I found this truck after it had been sitting for however long, the hood was tacoed on it because somebody went to look at it before I went and bought it, and they opened the hood after it had been sitting for 20 some years and went and pushed down on it to close it and tacoed it. So that's why the hood's red. My nephew liked it red, my son wants it white, so we'll paint that. Body is all in really good shape except for flat tire came up and smacked right there, I'm guessing, or they drove off of something and came down on it, but I can straighten that out. It's got my favorite tailgate on it, painted bumper. There's it's got the badges all over the old school diesel badges all over it. So this side's straight, a little bit of dings and scratches and surface rust, perfect patina. And then I was telling you guys that this fender was a little beat. I think I don't know, it hit something, and my nephew never wanted to fix it. He said it added character. I'm gonna fix it for my son, because I'm not gonna, you know, put a new fender on it or nothing like that, but I'm gonna get a new piece of trim for here, probably straighten this one out, and I'll pull this back out the best that I can, pull the door out the best that I can, and then we'll just let it be patina and have all the trim but look a lot better. There's the custom deluxe old school diesel badges. So there's, like I said, it's a Texas truck. It never really drove much up north in the salt, and the couple times that it did, he kept it really clean. So it's there's doors closed good. My wife doesn't want me to get my house in the videos, and I'm in the driveway at my house, so I'm trying to keep the camera pointed to where it's not pointing at my house. So, but doors open and closed really well. Door pins are all tight. Like I said, I've got some old pictures of this truck when I first got it and what it looked like. And I'll put them up here in the video so you guys can see them. But he was gonna put that 6.2 LS in here, so we've got all the fuel pumps to go right in a stock square body tank. The headlight surround trims that are on here are plastic ones that he put on before because the original ones were broke. There's a set of original metal ones that I found and I gave to him, and he never put them on. That's what's in that bag over there. This seat is absolutely perfect, nothing wrong with it. And then just like it was the day I got it, got some old shed carpet back here with a gun rack down there, and a gun rack up in the back window. I'm probably gonna take those out. My son's not really into guns and he don't need it, but so if I can get you guys where you can see that. 16,773 miles. So custom deluxe, no frills, everything's original. And you might have seen that Adrenaline Reaper custom sticker on the window. That's what I ran my business as before I started doing YouTube and doing the Harmon Garage thing. And I told you guys I took it to C10s in the park 2018. There's that. If I can get up here, I got a brand new set of tires for Rum Runner. There's the drive shaft, and my truck and trailer are completely covered in salt. All over, everywhere. So it's not that warm today, and it's Sunday. And like I said, I was racing to get back home because I have a meeting today I have to do. And so tomorrow, hopefully, I think it's supposed to be highs in the mid to high 50s and not windy tomorrow. So I'm definitely gonna head over to the shop, fire up the pressure washer and pressure wash all this stuff, because I don't want any of that salt sitting on there any longer than it has to. But I guess that's really it. I mean, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Appreciate you guys going along for the ride with me. Appreciate all you guys watching. If you're not subscribed, please do. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about Ron Jeremy here. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time.